it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Look at this defense. Right around the middle of the pack, number 15 of the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Powell and the Commanders come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4. Straight ahead, Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 45 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw, Howell. That's complete to Dell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Bills, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Al now to throw it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 19. Out of the gun, it's Howell. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And this returnable for Hines. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's Allen to throw it. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Allen going to try and keep it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Well, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Allen. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Here's Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Powell. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Able to get away. Steps away. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! James Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Gibson again. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here's Allen following a fumble recovery. It's complete to Cook. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. A good pickup there of 22.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Good defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A toss left side for Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
This 2nd and 4. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Able to find Willis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A give running right, Gibson. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Howell. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to Gibson and another catch for it. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Sly able to put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, here's the run with Cook. There he goes, right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They run the counter with Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The quick slant caught. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Cook following the penalty. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Allen going to change this at the line. Option play. Here's Cook.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So it appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. He still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen out of scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills. Touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs from 13 yards out.
And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
2nd down. Howell now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Willis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. That is caught by Dell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And Howell will throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the Bills' 27-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. He's got it to Gibson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Howell down to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down and 4. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Allen off the play fake. Pass taken in, but it's been tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. On play action, Allen on the move to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete...
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my passions. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is pen game. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then